I fell in love with the Road Warriors because I was a hockey player and I kind of got bored of playing hockey and I was getting into playing music.
How in the world did you end up in all places? You just kind of went down there looking for a job? Was that what it was? It's just, to me, it's one of the craziest stories ever. You show down there, don't look America, don't believe and become one of the biggest stars in wrestling history down there. How did it all start? How did you end up going down there?
Um, life was different for me back then, and I came from a different place and time, and I was going with the wrong crowd, and a lot of my friends were either ending up dead or they were in jail, and I had started working for international wrestling in Montreal in 1984 or 85, but as a selling programs and cleaning the ring and carrying the guys' jackets, and I would
That
sleep
was
in the
at
ring.
what, 15, 16 years old when you started that, right?
14, 15, yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow.
And I fell in love with the Road Warriors because I was a hockey player and I kind of got bored of playing hockey and I was getting into playing music. And when I saw the AWA and I saw the Road Warriors come out to the Black Sabbath and all that, and they were Hawk. When you see Hawk, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And I was like, there wasn't a teenage boy who didn't want to do that. And I was right away, I just was blown away that there was wrestling in Canada. And I kind of sold my hockey equipment and did some other things to get some money. And I bought a one-way bus ticket and I went to find them on the road. And I waited outside in the freezing cold. And Abdullah came in and I begged him to even just listen to me. And, he was in character and he blew me off. And finally I wouldn't go away. And, I was like this. And they said, kid, come inside. And, what are you doing? And what do you want? And I said, look, I don't know. I just know this is where I'm supposed to be. And I sat down with Abdullah and uh, I traveled with Abdullah from that day for a week, and he just taught me so much. And I started to kind of fall in love with pro wrestling, and the company closed because a lot of the guys went to New York. Dino Bravo, Rick Martel, all those guys, the Rougeos, the Bulldogs. That's when Frenchie Martin, all those guys kind of were bought by Vince, right? When he took over the territories. So there was nothing to do. And I was playing music in Los Angeles and I was working for different bands and I wasn't going anywhere. And, crime was starting to creep back in because they needed to make money. And it was either, look, I'm going to die. I wasn't raised this way. I'm too smart for this. I'm too creative. I'm hungry. I got to do something.